Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse getting started. Ooh, 9:10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Not 9 a.m. right on the dot as usual, but that's okay. We can't be perfect. We're not robots. So here we are. We're gonna get rocking and rolling here. Probably could have started at 9:05, but I already made the banner to do 9:10, so just stuck with that. But here we are. Taco Tuesday before Christmas in a couple of days. So some family probably celebrate it, the day before on Christmas Eve. Some celebrate it on Christmas Day, and some people don't celebrate it at all. So it depends on what category you fit in, but ah, it's a good excuse to see family, open up presents you probably don't need, and eat too much, eat too many calories. So or intake too many calories, right? So, but good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 and happy holidays. Happy holidays. Yeah, we can cover Tesla, but we covered it yesterday too. There wasn't really much to report other than making a new all-time high, and would it also do a similar Wyckoff distribution top. But we'll cover it briefly. We're gonna keep this live stream uh shorter. Yesterday we went over an hour, it was like an hour and a half or something. We're gonna keep this to about 45 minutes, maybe an hour if I have to, but 45 minutes. I got a lot to do today. I always say that, but I do have a lot to do today, and then so I gotta get rocking and rolling. But we're still watching the same Bitcoin Wyckoff distribution chart. I drew this out on October 8th. I didn't draw it out over here when you started seeing all the quote unquote Wyckoфfian experts, you know, call themselves Wyckoff experts. They missed this whole entire Wyckoff chart in the beginning, and then they criticize my chart. And then over in here, like in the middle of November, they post their Wyckoff charts, right? It's hilarious. So I don't claim to be an expert. I don't care to be a Wyckoff expert, but I do think it works, you know, uh, as a pattern to what I'm already seeing on the charts. So in hindsight, maybe I am a Wyckoff expert. I've only drawn one and one has worked out. So maybe I don't need to do a bunch of, you know, I mean, I've seen them. I remember the patterns, right? I remember the patterns. So, uh, remembering this pattern, this is what I saw that could possibly unfold. And it was very correlated all the way until about this point. And I said it'd probably be correlated for at least 45 to 60 days. If you look at it from here, you know, we've been watching this for 76 days, but it was really correlated for 54 days. And I said from the very beginning that uh, 45 to 60 days, I don't see fractals working out or patterns working out for more than 45 to 60 days. And about 50, was it 54 days, it was working out eerily similar. And we're not ready to call it yet, but consider this like overtime of a game. So if this was like the end of the game, this is like overtime of watching this. And of course, with the wick down to 80,400, about 92 to 95% of this distribution pattern already played out. So we don't know for sure if it's going to play out 100%. Uh, you would think it would make its move this week or next week, if it's going to. If not, the relief rally, right? So Bitcoin is completing Wyckoff distribution, relief rally, question mark, right? So every day since over here on about a month now. So about a month, every day on the live stream, every day on X, posting charts. Um, we have talked about win relief rally, win relief rally. When we hit 80,400, could we go lower and touch and retest this point over here, similar to the distribution, right? And a pivot point. And if you're a range guy, you're all about that pivot point, right? So there's several reasons why price could come back down to 76,000. Could wick below it. I'm sure there's a wick over here as well. So we're gonna take it. We've been taking it level by level, and we, like I said, we don't have a magic crystal ball, but that's what we're continuing to watch and watch and watch and watch and watch. So we'll get into more of the relief rally. We won't spend as much time. We spent a lot of time yesterday on the relief rally, drawing squiggly lines, all that stuff. Even on the Wyckoff chart, I was drawing them too. So stick around, and why just relief rally, Jesse? Why not? Why not more? Why aren't we going to go see new all-time highs? So we've been covering it, but if you're new to the channel, awesome, welcome. And if you're returning, even better, good to see you back. And thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's nice. Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta spend some quality time. Help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. Smash the like button, comment, put in your chart requests for the second half. It's gonna be quick and fast. So get your chart requests in early. Put in the ticker symbol. Let me know if it's crypto or stock, what type of asset class it is. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, educational purposes only, and hopefully we have a little bit of fun along the way, whether that's making fun of me or not. So happy holidays, and let's continue onward. But first, we've never made $1 off of affiliate money. Not that we couldn't. I get offered every single day. So one could say that I'm you can't really consider me an influencer if I haven't taken $1. If I take $1 of affiliate money, then I will never say that again. And you can call me influencer, right? So until then, I'm not an influencer. I don't get $1 of affiliate money in my own mind. Although, can I even say that? Because I pay for X premium, and now X is paying me. And I was, when I tried to grow the YouTube account, and it grew to like 2,500 in a year, 2,500 subscribers to a year. So shout out to subscribers who's watching me on YouTube. I had gotten monetized. I made like $10 on one video once. So I guess if you really wanted to be mean to me and call me influencer, you could, because X is paying me now, not much, right? So if I pay $50 for premium and access to Super Grok, they just paid me $85 for 2 weeks. So I guess, and then StreamYard is $80 a month. So I think I'm just breaking even. I probably made $1. I probably make $1 every month. So anywho, that's where we're at. But since we don't have any affiliate links or anything like that to make affiliate money, we do cover our Sniper Elite plan over here. Covers everything, $49 a month. 2 trading bots. You got the Sharpshooter Candles 4.21. You've got the Market Sniper Sharpshooter RSI 3.2. Here, you get the 70 plus hours of recorded coaching. Over here, you go to the portal. And then you go down to recorded coaching, open. You get 77 recorded coaching videos, 70 plus hours. 70 plus hours, right? So you got the liquidity, news, screener, dashboard. It's all coming, right? It's all coming. Well, it's here. It's here. But uh, the beta test versions are all out. You got the ETF data, negative 2.7 billion. You got the indicators. You got the extreme fear and greed index, all that stuff, all included into $49. Dashboard, legacy, liquidity, Discord, manage your own subscription, upgrade, downgrade, cancel anytime. You manage it all, right? And then what it doesn't show on here is the screener. So the screener is already pretty much done, but just crossing T's, dotting I's, and I have it on the admin access, but it's going to be rolled out soon. And I said when we only rolled out the bot suite with the 2 trading bots and we didn't roll out any of this for $49, I said more tools are coming and we would have to increase the prices. So we started with just the 2 trading bots and people signed up for $49 a month. And since then, for the same $49, we threw in the recorded coaching because I already put all the work into it back in 2022 and still valid today. We threw in the dashboard access, beta testing it. Eventually, it'll have API connections and all that stuff. So we'll get there. We threw in the 2 legacy sharpshooter candles, 3.1 and RSI 2.0, which these were built off of. The trading bots were built off of. And then we added filters and we added position management tools, all that stuff. Private Discord, canceling time, and then the screener will be added to this as well. Some of you have even taken advantage of the annual, but most people just do the $49 a month, and then the annual is like $40 a month. So I think, right? Yeah. 10 divided by. So if you need help setting up the trading bots, Alex will do it. I was charging Alex and 9 others $1,000 to set them up. But now that Alex is doing it, we dropped it to $249. So take about 45 minutes video and he'll get you set up, and then like 15 minutes worth of questions if you have them. And then we have the other tiers too that doesn't include trading bots, doesn't include the recorded coaching, but includes everything else. Like this is for more like manual trading, right? And then of course, if you just want the liquidity access, Discord, and check around, but I have them listed as popular, right? Most popular. It's not just based off of price, but just based off of like signups. Most popular. So there we go. But let's get back to it. Let's get back to the speculating. We were speculating pretty hard yesterday, and was saying, you see that wick? It was starting to fake out to the upside. We talked about it. Even if it broke out with a candle close, even if it had a buy signal, even so, we were thinking that it could still be a fake out. Multiple reasons but I did cite one reason why, that the volume was pretty low. So could be a fake out and then drop back down, create that bullish divergence that we've been talking about. There was bullish divergence here, or is bullish divergence here, but the sneaky thing about being sneaky with the market bosses is there could be additional bullish divergence going back from this pivot point. And that's, if that happens, that's when we're going to start getting louder and louder and louder of a relief rally. Every day we've been talking about a relief rally. Eventually a relief rally is coming. But if we see this bullish divergence down here, meaning lower closed prices and possibly lower wicks than 80,000 and possibly all the way down to complete the Wyckoff distribution at $76,000 or below 78,000, whatever it is, right? People, maybe the nanny's outside. Anyways, so you got the he's looking out the pool. I don't think the nanny and the baby are in the pool. It's gonna rain today. So, anyways, let's keep going. Don't get distracted, Jesse. Let's go. We got things to do. Uh, but we did speculate this. We don't know if it's gonna happen for sure or not. But I will get louder and louder of a relief rally if we're seeing bullish divergence down here. If we're seeing bullish divergence, so uh, meaning our side comes back down to these levels and price puts in a lower low. So lower than this pivot point at 84,500 would and a higher RSI would create bullish divergence, right? Then of course, bullish divergence, you'd want to see a higher low. So you currently have this bullish divergence right now, and you'd want to see a higher low if the relief rally is not going to come all the way down here and the relief rally is going to start sooner, right? Could still consider that a Santa Claus rally because even if it's post Christmas, right? It's heading into the new year. Still call that a Santa Claus rally. I'm sure they will. Um, it just may be a little bit delayed, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. It's possible that's the scenario. It's possible we put in that additional bullish divergence, even though we have some bullish divergence there right now, like I said. And if so, people are going to start getting very bearish over here. People are going to be talking about shorting Bitcoin, shorting Bitcoin, shorting Bitcoin. And I told you that I'm more confident in shorting Bitcoin up here. I'm more confident in shorting Bitcoin up here. Once we're already made the big 36% drop down without a relief rally, I'm less confident to short Bitcoin down here. More confident, less confident to short Bitcoin, right? If we see bullish divergence, I'm more confident to play the relief rally to the upside. After a 30 to 40% relief rally, 45 to 60 days ish, I'll be really confident to short Bitcoin on that bounce. And we've drawn it out so many times, right? So if this were to happen, say it comes out, and I'm sure it'd be a lot harder. uh, right? I mean, there's no way it's going to be easy. So if you do play that rally, right? Uh, what's max pain? That looks pretty painful, right? This is not max pain here. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy or whatever they say, right? But this looks so difficult to play. So um up, down, up, further down, further up, all the way back down. I mean, that would be that's over exaggeration, obviously, but and then however it plays out, and then you probably have like a more aggressive. You get that lower high over here, right? So again, speculating hard over here. Hmm. So that's how, but more confident to short, more confident to short, 36% move down, less confident. Can you make money over here on this bounce and it drops down here? Sure, you could. I'm just saying that it's in my personal opinion, it's not as good as over here or over here. And now it's already dropped 36% and we haven't seen a relief rally. And, are you trying to catch you know, 10%. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That's still pretty good. Plus, leverage, whatever. If you're doing like shorting 2x, 3x, 5x, or you're a wild animal and you're trying to short 10x, like I used to a lot. And if you're a gambler, you're doing 25, 50, 100x. That's more gambling in my opinion because you know you can't be wrong and they can wick you out and you'd be liquidated. So 10x is on the edge. 5x I think is better, and 2, 3x is safer, I think, in my opinion. So, and you shouldn't be using leverage at all unless you're experienced, unless you have your strategy dialed in, all that stuff. Because what I've been saying is for a long time is that leverage is the great equalizer, and leverage is the great uh, destroyer of your account. So leverage is the great equalizer, but it also can be the great destroyer of your trading account. So don't yield that power carefully. uh, so that's what we're kind of watching over here. Will it put in that higher low, or is it going to come down here and put in that additional bullish divergence, and then the higher low, and then let's go on to the relief rally, and then see if we're going to be possibly attacking Bitcoin to the downside, or possibly attacking Ethereum to the downside, or XRP, or whatever the case may be. Speaking of max pain, do you consult options max pain levels in your TA? I those seem always off, especially. I mostly consult, if not, I don't want to say 100%, but I mostly a high percentage consult just what I see on the charts. That's what I make the business decisions based off of. In my opinion, no. Sorry. Sorry, Mighty Kirk. Market sniper over there, Mighty Kirk. Welcome back. Yeah, so no, because the higher time frames, which we'll cover right now. So um this is why, right? Weekly chart is bearish. 2-week chart is bearish. So the momentum is to the downside, Mighty Kirk. This is momentum to the downside. This is momentum to the upside, right? We were there for it at 16,800 talking about the breakout of this downward wedge with bullish divergence. We were there for it. I was all over it in the Discord. And then I posted on X. So I posted on Discord first. I don't post as often as I did back then. Back then, we didn't have all the automation or anything like that. And so I was just posting my charts over there first with all the details. I had like 7,500 posts within a short, 12 to 18 months. So it was a lot. But then I decided to I think instead of just showing you the charts with details, I did the 70 plus hours of recorded coaching. So you could just always refer to that. And then I spent a lot of time on building automation tools to help everyone with trading. So I think that was the shift in energy focus. And I think it's going to pay off for not only my own trading and investing, but everyone else's too. So, this is bearish momentum to the downside. A lot of bulls got trapped over here, and we shorted over there. And I posted that I was going to short Ethereum, and I did at $3,408 with 10x leverage on Ethereum based off of this bounce over here. uh, based off of Bitcoin, and I just chose Ethereum versus Bitcoin to short it in the bear market because I thought it was a higher percentage to the downside, and that proved right again. And then I took a 5x leverage long over here, and then here, and then here, right? So uh played spot to the upside here, and then what was it, November, played spot moves up on, what was it, XRP, a lot of Algo, XLM, HBAR, uh, great spot moves up. It was like 350%. Some of them were 400, some of them were 300, but the overall was like 350% move on those altcoins all the way up with spot only. Don't even need leverage. So, anyways, no. In my personal opinion, no. This is the 2-week chart. It's bearish. Momentum's to the downside. You see the trend, the red trending dots, right? This is bullish momentum to the upside. You got a buy signal above the trending dots, not a sell signal below the trending dots, right? A buy signal above the trending dots. This is a sell signal below the trending dots, right? 3-week chart, same thing. Sell signal below the trending dots. Sell signal below the trending dots. This is a buy signal above the trending dots, right? Bullish momentum. Buy signal above the trending dots. This is a sell signal below the trending dots. So a relief rally, yes, but the relief rally is probably not going to be as high as what people hoped. The people who are hoping for higher are trapped. They're holding their position. So that is more max pain because um, the market bosses know this. They have all that data. They have inside data that we probably don't even get. Maybe we get most of it now, but for the longest time, they had all the data and we didn't have any of the data. So us retail, right? Um, but now I think we mostly have the data. But there's ways to trick the data. So the data is not like, I still trust what I see in the charts, like relative strength and stuff, because relative strength is leaving the building. It's not coming in, right? On the monthly chart, relative strength is leaving. So they can't fake that. They can do bearish divergence, which gives us a heads up. Long-term bearish divergence, higher highs on price, but they can't like spoof the data. They can't manipulate the data. They can't manipulate the on-chain data, all that stuff, right? I mean, they can, but uh, whereas here, the relative strength is telling you, like a simple indicator is telling you that relative strength is leaving the building, not coming into the building. This is relative strength coming in. This is relative strength leaving. So, already had the RSI sell signal on the monthly chart. It would take a lot of momentum to flip all the way back around. This took a lot of momentum. This took a long time to flip back around, right? So a relief rally, yes. But since they've got a lot of bulls trapped, um, bulls would love to get out at $110,000 right now, which I warned 2 months ago. I said this might be your last chance to get out at $110,000 for a couple of years or more, right? So if you didn't get out at 110,000 and you bought at 100,000, you're up, you're up, you're up. I'm like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm up, I'm up, I'm up, I'm up 10%. And now you're down 15%, right? what is it at? Yeah. Now you're down 13, 14%. So just like that, you're up 10%. Now you're down 13%, whatever the case may be, wherever you bought. And thinking is going to 150, you're going to make 50%. And if prices come all the way back down to the 200-week moving average, you would be down 46%, right? Instead of being up 50%. So relief rally expecting, but probably won't go as high as what people hoped. Maybe back to that 100,000. Yesterday, we talked about the trending dots on the daily, the weekly, the 2-week, 3-week, and monthly chart. And those trending dots could be at, 100, 101, 103, something like that. Maybe a wick up to them. And at that moment, you'll start to see all the experts talk about we're back. We're so back. It's not the 4-year cycle. It's the 5.75 cycle, blah, blah, blah. Right. So, yep. Where are we at? 30 minutes. Okay. 30 minutes. All right. Let's keep going. So that's Bitcoin. No emotions. Just less. This is longer term targets. It's hovering right around longer term target 2. It's possible we still see Wyckoff down distribution come all the way down here before the relief rally. They front run my third target. It's happened before in the past. And then you get the relief rally, like I said, 30 to 40%, 97,000, maybe 100,000. So probably not as high as what people hope for. And you got this pivot point up here. You've got maybe a retest back all the way up here. So not as high as what people hope. But if it comes down here first, that could be a good swing trade up there. But we're going to take it level by level. Right now, the reality is for the last month, it's basically been sideways for the last month. So not a ton to report. We're just re-emphasizing what I think on the charts, right or wrong. We've been doing a lot of speculating. Will it be the yellow path or the blue path? I'm hoping for the blue path. Lower prices first, followed by bullish divergence, followed by a higher low, relief rally. Let's go. And then, but we'll see. And then, of course, that same idea would just be down here. So we will see. Let's just get rock and roll and go right down the charts. This is Ethereum. Talked about it. Could be bullish divergence similar to Bitcoin as well before relief rally. Right? Before relief rally. Just a lot of speculating. Just speculating like crazy over here. There is bullish divergence on XRP, but there is not a higher low that's been established yet. And could see lower prices first before relief rally. You don't want to see the weekly close below the blue line. It's trending that way right now. The bullish divergence could disappear as well. You get this weekly candle close over here. That signals to me that the probabilities increase significantly that we're going to go retest the blue line. The blue line is the 200-week moving average. So even though the daily chart has bullish divergence, the weekly chart signals, with the weekly close below it, we might go down lower first, wipes out the bullish divergence, then comes back for relief rally into the trending dots, which is much lower at that point. Very similar to the MicroStrategy and Chop Suey chart. This pivot point is key. A weekly close below it signals we're going much lower. I mean, I already think we're going to retest this at some point anyways, but that would be like another milestone. Still bearish on Chainlink. Still bullish divergence on Chainlink, right? Cardano, similar thoughts. You can see the indicators even picking up bullish divergence. So I'll go no bullish divergence. XLM, bullish divergence. So maybe we'll be seeing a relief rally in the near future. MicroStrategy just falling out. Many were hoping that this was the bottom over here. We are so back. Comes back down to 155. And now we're at 157, 158. So this is what I was talking about on XRP. Very similar looking. Big run up back in November 2024. Had this pivot point over here. Had the weekly close below it. And then dropped out the bottom, right? So even from that weekly close, it's come down another 35%. And the thesis is that it's going to retest the 200-week moving average, right? And if MicroStrategy does something similar to the last bear market, it would be below the 200-week moving average for much longer than what people think, right? At much lower prices. So that's why I don't hodl. I'd rather go find another asset that's performing than to hold through this entire mess. No way. No way. There's no guarantee it recovers, right? Look at Cardano. Look at Chainlink. They had bounces to like Chainlink bounced to longer term target 3, but not target 4. Cardano never even hit target 3, I don't think. I think it only hit 2 out of the 4 longer term targets. And it's been in a bear market since 2021. So imagine holding all of that, and you could have had your money working for you somewhere else. Even a cash account of 4.5 to 5% would be better than holding a 50% correction for years while inflation is crushing our dollar value, right? So MicroStrategy is down. It's the canary in the coal mine. We've been talking about it. We got the Adam and Eve double top pattern as well. We talked about the top was in, question mark. When it happened in real time, there was a bearish engulfing candle in the daily chart. Here we are. NASDAQ, we talked about it, could be doing some sort of Wyckoff distribution similar to Bitcoin. Could create that additional bearish divergence, lower high, if it even goes that high, right? Could be something like that. That would be a lower high breakdown. Similar thoughts on SP 500. Take out that pivot point, little Wyckoff distribution, take that out as well, similar to Bitcoin, just like over here, right? You had here, here, down, down, higher, low, take that out. Oh, we're going to 150 in reverse, right? So similar thoughts, down, up, higher, low, we're going to the moon, reverse. Down, up, higher, low, we're going to the moon, then reverse, right? So looking very similar topping pattern. And Bitcoin, MicroStrategy led the way for Bitcoin. Bitcoin has typically led the way. Like if you go back to 2021, 2022, Bitcoin also led the way for the NASDAQ SP 500. What's the dollar doing? Still flat. Double wick bottom over here? Possibly. But we'll see if it reverses back around and these targets are still valid, but we don't know if it will or not. Let the trading dots catch up first. But if we do see a breakout, flip this from resistance into support, then the probabilities will increase that we're going up to hit target 2. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Palladium. Bum, 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 bum. What else? Russell talked about it. Made the move down. Could be that bearish divergence, Wyckoff distribution, where it takes out that, comes back down, maybe puts in that lower high. And then that's it, right? Russell could be leading the way as well. So Bitcoin led the way by a lot longer time period, just like it did 2021, 2022, right? Led the way by at least a month. At least a month. I think it was like 30 to 45 days. Russell led the way too, as well. Bum, bum, bum. What else? Hut. We drew this way back here, so it doesn't look like how we drew it out. I mean, it did until it doesn't, right? So, Riot. I mean, I haven't been keeping an eye on it at all. Riot, CLSK, Bitfarm. A lot of portfolios that were up probably 5x are probably back to break even or less. That's about it there. This is on the screener. A higher low hasn't been established as of yet. And based off the higher time frames, I would expect this just to be a bounce or a relief rally. But I thought it was interesting. Microsoft, let's see. Tesla. I think you asked about Tesla, right? Let's take a look. So it's currently, like we talked about yesterday, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but still in an uptrend until proven otherwise. Could be a bearish engulfing candle. Could be similar thoughts where you had that move down, higher low, with some sort of Wyckoff distribution going on, right? And this would be additional bearish divergence as of right now. Go all the way back to there. Yep. So that's possible. It could be similar. I mean, it lines up with like the NASDAQ, the Russell, Bitcoin, Wyckoff, right? So right? Spike above, drop down, higher low, test, UTAD test, and then reverse. And this put in bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence. Come over here. Here, UT, drop. This could be the UTAD test, and then drops back down. So we don't know if that's going to work out or not, but it's possible, right? This is like the next day is when I posted. So if this was October 6th for Bitcoin, I posted that Wyckoff chart here, right? The next day, tomorrow. Uh, so we'll see. We will see. But that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Is and then of course you get candle closes back below here, and that's going to increase those probabilities significantly. You get candle close below this upward trend line, increases probabilities. Close below the train dots, of course, a lower high and a sell signal as well. About 45 minutes. Let's see. Take a quick second here. Let me take a quick. Well, for good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you for the happy holiday wishes. Appreciate that. First of all, I'm not going to give financial advice. Um, $77 doesn't seem early, so I'm not sure what you're saying. Uh, that means either you got in $77 early here, but since 140, it's been in a downtrend, right? So the trend changed. So this is a strong uptrend, and now it seems like it's continuing to come back down to these gaps and the 200-week moving average. This is a 4-hour chart, but you can see the peak. You see a drop that was 32%, a bounce, a lower high, bigger drop. That was probably wick to wick, 41%, and then a bounce, drop, bounce. So is this going to be another lower high? That's the trend. So right now, it's possible it bounces and retests the higher weekly trending dots, but you know, you're kind of fighting this downtrend right now. It looks more like a counter trade. Doesn't mean it couldn't work out. It's possible it comes back test, puts in that higher low because you're buying down here and there's not even a higher low yet. The uh and the buy signal is up here. So if it came back for a back test and then like that, you know, it's it's possible, but right now it's been making lower highs and lower lows on the 4-hour chart. And if we go back to like the higher time frames, like the daily chart, you can still see it, right? Uh there was a buy, but now there's a pending sell. The weekly chart, multiple candle closes below the trailing dots, RSI sell signal. Could have come back up to the trailing dots to 100, like I was talking about, maybe. Uh, Down here, I'd be really confident to buy. And then after that huge move up, uh, less confident, and then maybe on a lower time frame, you're looking for a counter trade. But the trailing dots are starting to flatten out, and if they become red and then you start to see sell signals, you already got the RSI sell signal back here. So you're starting to fight a trend reversal, it looks like. Um, 2-week chart is still above the trailing dots, which are at $77 where you said that you bought. 3-week chart seems like it just wants to, even though it's still bullish on these higher time frames, could come back for a retest of those trailing dots, could come back for a retest of the 200-week moving average at $55. Um, Trailing dots are way down here at 57. Monthly, you got the trailing dots way back here at $51, near the 200-week moving average, near that gap. So bearish engulfing candle on the monthly chart. So yes, you can get a bounce up to 100 or whatever, but a bearish engulfing candle could signal further downside. You got a bearish engulfing candle over here, right? Signaled further downside. That move was crazy good from October 2024 all the way up. From that move down here all the way 845%. So it's a caution. It's a caution, and know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. So yeah, it could just be a bounce. So if it gets sold off, know that the higher time frames look like they could be reversing. It's no longer a strong uptrend like it was back here all the way on the higher time frames, and now it's starting its It's been in correction since October 2025. It's been in correction mode. Uh, so it's a caution for sure. So, bum, bum, bum. I don't know what your strategy is, but maybe you'd want to move your stop loss to break even. Then you don't have to worry about it. Have your take profits already percentage mapped out. Have your stop losses mapped out. Maybe move the stop loss to break even. Those are all things to consider. But there was a buy above the trading dot, similar over here, and then sold off again. There was a buy, put in a lower high, sold off again. So, woo. With that, I think we're gonna call it. Let's take a look. What are we doing? Still 87,400 ish on Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. Right. Still watching it. So Bitcoin is completing the the Wyckoff distribution. Still watching it 75 plus days later from drawing this chart out. Relief rally? Question mark. Well, we covered it all. So with that, hope you have a good rest of your day. I don't know. This could be the last live stream this week. This could be the last live stream this week. If it is, I wish everyone happy holidays. Hope you have some good quality family time with family and friends or whoever, whatever the case may be. Eat too many calories. Maybe you're chasing an 18-month-old around with a bad ankle like I am. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. I got to get my fantasy football lineups in. I'm in my 10th championship game. I've won 5, lost 4. Anything can happen. Just got to get to the playoffs, right? I'm on a 7-game winning streak heater. My dad took out my brother, who had the best team in the league. My dad struck 2 miracles in a row. His miracles are all used up. So he was the 5th seed. I was the 3rd seed. I should have been the 2nd seed with the bye week, but one of our other owners, it's a 12-man league, ruined my bye week. So I had to play the 6th seed, and I smoked them. It was like a bye week. And then last week I took out the number 2 seed, which should have been the number 3 seed. My brother's son, he's 23. Justin just got married. 23, yeah. Maybe almost 24. No? Yeah, almost 24. So my only worry was getting past Justin and my brother, older brother, and he's won back-to-back championships. And no one in our league, including myself, has won 3 championships in a row. So I was worried. He finally has 2 championships. He never won. It's 20. This is our 20th season. He never won a championship until the last 2 years, and no one has won 3 in a row. So I was like, I got to kick it into high gear. I got to try again this year. I have to try. I have to try. I have to try. Here I am in the championship. I tried. Previous years, I haven't really tried since 2021, to be honest. And I didn't do well. So I tried, and now my dad has done 2 miracles. He hasn't even been in the championship since 2013, but my dad has 2 championships as well. But I always make fun of him like, it's been 12 years since you've had a championship or been in it. Does it even count anymore? So anyways, my dad's used up 2 miracles. I had dropped Trevor Lawrence. He picked him up, and then Trevor Lawrence scored like 62 points 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh my God, that's a miracle. So on and so on. So Kittle was making me nervous yesterday. Blah, blah, blah. Ranting about fantasy football over here on a Wyckoff chart, but it's all good. Yeah. You got it. You're welcome. So just have a plan in place. And if it doesn't work out in your favor, you know, keep the losses as small as possible. If you can move the stop loss to break even, because it's moved $13 away from your price anyways, then you're in a risk-free trade, and then you don't even have to think about it, worry about it. You just give back unrealized gains. But you know, having your take profit in place, maybe it bounces up to $100, like I said, but it's caution, 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 caution. So, uh, hope everyone has good. We'll be traveling the rest of the day, or not the rest of the day. We'll be traveling tonight. Uh, I'm not sure if I can jump on for 30 minutes tomorrow. If something interesting is happening, I will. If it's more sideways like it is right now, maybe not. And same goes for Friday. If I can jump on for like 30 minutes on my laptop special, like I did at my mom's house, we're going to my wife's parents' house uh, this time for Christmas. I'll jump on Friday maybe for 30 minutes. I don't know. Maybe not. So this could be the last live stream of the week. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Uh, enjoy your rest of your week. And I may jump on the laptop special for like 30 minutes, but something major would have to be going on. So, but with that, have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next live stream. Adios, and appreciate all of your support.